Feel the real with Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds. Breakthrough immersive audio makes everything sound crazy natural. High-fidelity sound and world-class noise cancellation are tailored to your ears only, so everything hits just as it should. Dive in deeper at Bose.com/Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by Pete's. Few things start your day better than a good coffee. That's why Pete's hand roasts their coffee from a specific selection of high-quality beans. And they don't just put those beans into anyone's hands. Pete's trains their roasters for 10,000 hours so they can master the roast that gives you the most. Pete's Coffee. Coffee for coffee people. Find Pete's online or at your local retailer.
Okay, once again, we are the ManFUzed Podcast. Who's next to me?
What's up, everybody?
That's Ben H.
It's me. I'm here.
I am Kay Lee, your host, and we are doing it a little different today. Maybe it'll come out in our audio because we are recording at about 7 p.m. Normally, dinner time. Our wives are probably going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Mine's upstairs now dealing with all the children. But this is the only time we could squeeze it in because we're moving. We're shaking.
Moving and shaking.
We're grinding.
And as Michael Douglas said on Wall Street, lunch is for wimps.
Well, then we're really a bunch of pussies because that's normally when we record.
Yeah.
We're like brunch people.
Have you ever watched that movie?
Wall Street?
Yeah.
I love it. I just don't, it's been so long, I can't quote it, I don't think.
That movie, I love that movie. Especially the first part.
So's The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
The Wolf of Wall Street's fucking...
It's real badass.
It's like, it's something serious.
Yeah, it is.
First, I want to kind of brag on my son. I'm kind of a proud parenting moment. You get him every now and then. No kid is perfect.
Nope.
Kai just turned 11. He's my son. We had a parent-teacher conference today, which you never know how that's going to go.
Can be rocky.
This teacher this year, we have heard nothing. Normally, each year, a couple weeks in, we get a very nice phone call. You know, Kai is such a smart, sweet, boy. He just needs to, dial it in. Because my son suffers from ADHD. Nothing wrong with that. I think now the whole population would be diagnosed with ADD of some sort, I would imagine. I was, and I hated it. And I never wanted that label for him.
Right.
Because I thought it was a crutch.
Right.
Like I didn't want him to be treated different. And he's not, really. When I was in high school, I was in like the special classes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You went special ed on him?
Oh, yeah. I was in special ed.
Yeah.
For part. So I guess they had the really smart classes, the regular classes. Right. And then they had like the tier B and then the C. And then the C was like with a bunch of other delinquents which were all my friends.
Right.
That was a great time.
Yeah.
And not that anyone was not intelligent.
All the rebels.
Yes. But 3 of my classes were with those C-rated regular classes, and then the other 3 were in a little tiny class with like 3 or 4 other people.
Oh, wow.
We had ADD, BD at the time, so that's attention deficit behavior disorder, which is the category that I fell into.
Right.
Because my behavior affected my learning and could affect those around me.
Right.
Next to my class were the LD, learning disability. These were kids that actually had dyslexia, like real learning disabilities that kept them from,
Yours was just behavioral.
I was just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Attention-seeking whore.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
And you loved it.
But one thing was cool about these classes is that, our teacher, she was like this woman who had this psychology degree, and she would fuck with you. Her name was Miss Inc. ENCK.
And she would mess with you psychologically?
Oh, she'd fuck you up, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So if you did and you played by her rules.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't have an open campus.
Right.
So if you left the premises for lunch and got caught either leaving, coming, or going, you would get busted by the cop who was always on patrol.
Yeah.
The school cop. I called him Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
And so if you played by her rules, she'd be like, you can go out to lunch today.
Oh, wow.
And if you fucked with her,
yeah,
she'd tell you can go out to lunch and she'd bust you on the way back.
Yeah.
She knew I would have cigarettes on me.
Right.
If I played her game,
Yeah.
she would let me go take a cigarette break.
Right.
If I fucked with her, she would have me suspended for like 2 or 3 days out of school.
Dang.
Just because I crossed her.
She knew what to do.
Oh,
she
she
knew
did.
How to handle you.
And
kids.
oh my God, she did.
She knew how to handle the
was
rebellious
a beast.
ones.
And actually, and I know I'm getting off
That's
subject.
good leadership.
She fucked with you, dude. And you fucking hated her with the big. You loved her at some points, but
Yeah.
when she fucked with you, you hated. Like you wanted fucking to seek revenge.
Yeah.
There was one time I pissed her off, and I think I was talking back to her. Another thing we had in our class, we had a pool table in our classroom
No way.
with a refrigerator that was stocked with Cokes and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You behaved, play some pool. You did your work, play some pool. So one time I pissed her off, and I had a pack of cigarettes on me. She had me searched because it was one of those times where she was going to fuck with me.
Right.
But what I didn't remember that I had in my jacket pocket from a previous night before,
Oh, boy.
something that looked like this.
A knife.
Something that looked like that.
A deeply sharp knife.
That got me 20 days out of school suspension.
Oh.
If you had this now,
Yeah.
you would probably be expelled.
Really?
With all the school shootings and shit, like this weapon, you'd be
You almost
arrested.
need it for protection.
Not in school. Like that's a weapon. I mean, they'll expel you. They'll arrest you.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
A gun, a knife like that, they don't play anymore. Wow. Not since like Columbine and all these school shootings.
Yeah.
This was way before that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point.
But I got 23 days out of school.
Wow.
And then, so I had to spend the first 10 at home. And then I had to go to an alternative school where I was like the only white kid there.
Yeah.
And it was like in the ghetto.
Yeah.
And it was fucking crazy. I got zeros for every day.
Right.
Well, anyway, you never know how it goes. So I normally get a call, Kai needs to dial it in. But one thing is ongoing is that his teachers absolutely fall in love with the kid. They're
Yeah, he's a
like,
sweet
he
kid.
is.
He's a stud.
I love him. He's a stud. And
Yeah.
so Aaron went to the conference, my wife, today. Once again, he has a little trouble in math. Math is not, he gets frustrated. He kind of shuts down.
Yeah. I did too.
And me too. I hated it.
Yeah.
And I copied off of people. The Scantron.
Until I got into economics.
Right. Then money.
Then I would excel.
Yeah. Greenbacks. But I mean, like I used to copy off Scantrons. I'd be like, and there were kids that would just kind of slide their scan.
Like, just why? Why?
Why? Just give me a fucking calculator.
Just why?
The report today, as my wife said, just a little bit of math stuff, but she loves him. She's like, he is smart. He is funny. He is just a charmer. She's
That's
just
awesome.
couldn't say enough.
That's
so I
awesome.
got to give the kid props. Boom. And I knew she'd fall in love because they all do. Next, Kai, last Tuesday, we were at his baseball game and he didn't get to pitch the entire game. This is the scenario. It was. Did you see the end of the Braves game last night?
No.
Holy shit.
What'd I miss?
Oh my God, dude. It was the fucking So, I mean, Braves lost the first game in the series to the Phillies, and we were getting crushed. I mean, it was like 4-0. We scored one, and then in the 8th and 9th inning, we had like two-run home runs. So we took the lead 5-4.
Yeah.
And then the Phillies, because they were up at the top of the 9th, and Bryce Harper got on first, and then this dude hits one, and we had one out, and this dude slams one with Bryce Harper on first to the warning track. Michael Harris is just running after it. I'm like, oh, this shit's either over, and it's a home run, or it's going to bounce off the wall. And he does this like running jump catch and like scoops it and then throws it. Harper is already around second base. He turns around to go back. The ball that was thrown in goes through two Braves players, and Riley picks it up and fucking throws it to first, gets a double play, out, game over. It was insane, dude. Like, so we tied it.
Braves
1-1.
won?
Yeah, so we're even 1-1.
Holy smokes.
So Kai had almost a similar thing. So in our league, there's 5-run limits. We were visitor, so we batted first. We're up 11-7.
Yeah.
They get their last bat.
Right.
I believe the coach's kid is pitching, and he's having a rough go at it. Now, you only get 5 runs, so if they score 5, we lose.
Yeah.
If they score 4, we tie.
Right.
But we ain't getting up again. Somehow the kid gets bases loaded, walks 3 people in a row.
Dang.
8, 9, 10. It's 11-10. 1 out. There's 1 out. We have 1 out. First 2 pitches of the next batter, he gets to 2 balls and the coach takes him out. He gets Kai in. So Kai's going to relieve. So Kai's coming in with a batter that has 2 balls. Bases are loaded. It is 11-10.
Wow.
He warms up. He does his warm-up pitches. Here, he's ready to go. And I'm like, shit. And he's a great pitcher, but still, having 2-0, and he hasn't even thrown to a batter yet.
Right.
You never know how it could go. His first pitch is a ball. 3-0.
Dang.
So the chances of an 11-year-old, I mean, just saying getting out of the situation.
Right.
I mean, 1 hit, 1 solid hit, 2 runs are coming in easy.
Yeah.
Next pitch. He throws this nasty tumbler, dude, just drops
Really?
in. Strike. Like, okay. And I get so much anxiety. Next pitch. Strike. Next pitch. Strike.
Yes.
Out. 2 outs. Next batter, first pitch is a strike. And I'm like, oh my God. Next pitch, the guy hits it, grounds it to Kai. Kai picks it up, throws him out at first. We win. And I'm
shit.
like,
Oh my God.
I mean,
dude.
just from a
That's unbelievable.
stress situation, it was fucking nuts. Now, you never know. Everyone has their off days. It's not always going to go like that. And even the coach even texted me after and said, I hope Kai realizes what a high stress situation that was.
Yeah.
And how amazingly he executed.
Yeah, he nailed it.
I mean, he got one of the game balls. I mean, he saved the game.
Basically, won the game.
Won the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how you win on defense.
it was insane.
That's
so
awesome.
that was great. Now let me tell you how he's pissing me off, Ben. This little punk. Now, we have been doing the ManFUzed podcast. We're about, I think we have 150 clips, episodes up on YouTube.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is, Ben. But the result is not. Okay?
Our views.
The subscriber rate
Yeah.
is in the fucking toilet.
Oh my God.
And maybe it's because I'm labeling and putting everything under podcast, like that category. And I haven't executed, and this is my bad on the marketing, but I do a lot. So I need help, and we're going to bring on some people here to help soon. But I haven't done a ton of shorts. Like I've uploaded a few. Now, my son has been badgering the shit out of me to start his own YouTube channel. I keep saying no because I hate the shit he watches on YouTube. I mean, he would spend 5 hours just watching a little dumb video. And it's like what kids find funny these days. Dude Perfect, which actually is cool. I like Dude Perfect. And those guys ball out. But he just watches stupid shit sometimes. And it's, you know, it's little videos and it's like, oh, look, you Mr. Beast, you know, from Mr. Beast Burger, giving away this, giving away that. So he kind of circumvented me. Yeah. And he started one with his best friend down the street under his best friend's dad's YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah, Ben, it's real fucking nice. Do you know their little YouTube channel? Yeah. That they have made a bunch of just shitty videos that I find just completely mindless.
Abrasive.
Some of those videos have already achieved over like 12,000 views.
Yeah, man. The kids know what's
They
up.
already have over like 450 subscribers, which is like 8 times the amount of subscribers we have.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, God damn.
That's hilarious.
So we're about to have to get stupider, Ben.
Yeah.
We're about to get real stupid on the ManFUzed podcast when it comes to you. That's what hooks people. And really, and not saying we have to be stupid, but we need to be more stupid. We need to be...
Or smarter.
Yeah. But it's
Smart works too. Ultimately, as long as people... The podcasts that I listen to either make me laugh or they make me learn.
Well, I think that's one good thing about the ManFUzed. I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah. Well, I certainly learn through the ManFUzed podcast.
Well, we learn just through doing this motion. I think our listeners out there, some of the reviews surprisingly inspire. I mean, I would believe if you listen to one of our episodes, you're going to get some funny. You're going to get real. You're going to get like honest, common sense perspective, as we've said it before. And you're going to laugh because sometimes we're funny.
Well, Really
this guy is
dumbing it down.
This guy's low energy over here. Nah.
This is the new sound.
Well, I guess I could say it's the ManFUzed Podcast.
We're gonna start over.
We're gonna bring it to a new low. Do we need to get into some testicle breathing to really dial it in? Is that what we need to do?
I want to do some elbow breathing.
Ben, you have anything else to say?
I just want to say thank you for listening.
Thank you. We're honored. Share the show. ManFUzed.com 770-744-5227.
Foo Media.